night, wherever you are, internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. Yes, it is me again. We out here, people, day and night. It's Bitcoin. You put yourself on a Bitcoin standard. That's right. Doesn't even matter. Bitcoin equals freedom. Anything related to Bitcoin will get you free. And BitHarvest is one of those entities. If you don't know who Mark Morse is, he's an investor with over 20 years experience in the field. And his sounded the alarm on the greatest opportunity, investment opportunity right now, and that is Bitcoin. Clearly, he is one of these people that took advantage of Bitcoin and is profiting from holding Bitcoin, just like Michael Saylor, right? And because he has a company, an investment firm, and because he has success with Bitcoin, well, it's only incumbent upon those who have Bitcoin to promote it, right? And to continue to promote it. Why? Because the more people get involved, right, the bigger your bag becomes. And that is not necessarily a bad thing. Because if Bitcoin is going up forever, everybody gets a turn of what I would call the wealth wheel. Everyone gets a turn at the wealth wheel and at the price point that they get in at. Because Bitcoin is an asset that's going up forever. I'm not the only one saying this. Mark Morse, who is an investor and who has clients and things like that, this is how he's talking to people. He's talking to masses. He's talking to the world. It's going to go up forever. He says at this rate, Bitcoin will be at $1 million by 2030. What I'm saying is that his being very technical, that's low end. His being very technical with that result or that piece of information, because I believe it's going to be way more than that by 2030, right? When you look at, because it only makes sense when you start to look at the amount of money that's due to come in through hedge funds, right? I mean, every hedge fund that's out there has an obligation to now acquire Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time in terms of the jurisdiction that they're in, so that the regulators or whoever say yes you can, and they just start buying Bitcoin, or they may not do it. They just may acquire the ETFs like BlackRock, right? And this is what's making the BlackRock ETF another good performing entity or asset, although it's not real Bitcoin. Although the BlackRock ETF is not real Bitcoin, it is helping the price escalation of Bitcoin, because BlackRock has to have the Bitcoin. And as we see, right, as we see in the space, if you're paying attention, right? If you care about your financial wealth and health, BlackRock is buying billions worth of Bitcoin. And I'm talking about hundreds of millions. They're acquiring millions of Bitcoin at a time, spending large sums of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars at a time being put into Bitcoin to acquire Bitcoin. Why? Because in order to have the operation that they have, which is ETFs, they have to have the actual physical Bitcoin. You have to have custody. So the individuals who are participating in the ETFs, they don't have custody of the Bitcoin, but because they're participating in the ETFs, it correlates with BlackRock having the actual asset. And to those who know how to get Bitcoin, and for those who know how to get Bitcoin, yeah, for those of us who know how to get Bitcoin from exchanges, or rather, that's a huge plus for us who have been in the space for quite some time. It's a plus, it's an advantage. And it's even more of an advantage if you or we know about BitHarvest and position ourselves accordingly, because we're ahead of the people who are traders, we're ahead of the people who are even developers. Because a person who's a developer, they're not even thinking about developing something like a BitHarvest. They're too busy trying to develop the next coin to sell somebody to try and make money, cash flow, or even scam people, right? So we at BitHarvest, we are gonna leapfrog, we're gonna leapfrog everybody in this space. We're gonna leapfrog a lot of developers. We're going to leapfrog a lot of traders. We're going to leapfrog a lot of people who even do arbitrage, right? Well, that's a form of trade, isn't it? Yeah? Yes, we are, right? Why? Because as the economic pressures get stronger and stronger, those who have, Bitcoin, they're going to be forced to sell, and they are going to sell, right? They're going to sell the Bitcoin daily. That's going to be the difference. See, when we start selling our Satoshis, even the people who get in late for the next 10 years, the people who get in the next 10 years, okay, yeah, they may get Satoshis, but they won't be on our level, because we will be receiving millions, if not billions, of Satoshis a day, right? Millions of Satoshis a day is what we're already accumulating and acquiring, yeah? And if you like this information, give a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video, hit like, because it lets people know, it does well for the channel, right? Gets the information out there. And if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you should definitely want to be a part of BitHarvest, because BitHarvest is helping Bitcoin with its scarcity, because we are hodlers or holders as well from at the low end. So every BitBooster that's mining Satoshi, we are contributing to the scarcity that Mark Moss talks about, right? He talks about why the price is going to go super ballistic is because when he brings up his chart, he's bringing up the Bitcoin scarcity chart, is low, running low, 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 low. But the demand is way up there, right? So if you have high demand, but you can see that every day that goes on, the supply is getting low and low. What Mark Moss is saying is that a supply shock is coming a lot sooner than people would even anticipate. And what I'm saying is that $1 million Bitcoin by 2030 is extremely humble. That's being on the extremely humble side and not trying to sensationalize things. You know, not trying to sensationalize this information or even this opportunity, and really not trying to make it sound like as if it's a cult. We're not trying to do that either. What we are pointing out is that in real time we are seeing an asset be diminished, swallowed up by conglomerates, by the mega rich, right? We're here now. This is it. This is it. The very thing, the Black Swan event. This is one of the Black Swan events. A company, not even, it's like a lot of Black Swan events, companies and countries, and I mean, even with the notification of the United States, right? Who are looking to hold their Bitcoin over 20 years and to not get rid of it. That, how could that not be an indicator? How could that not be the greatest indicator of all indicators as to why you should be converting, if you haven't done so already, as much of fiat, even your small change, into Bitcoin? If you're looking to enjoy time freedom and not be on the hamster wheel post-COVID, you should be thinking about yourself some Bitcoin, or how you could get Satoshis. Let's talk proper. Let's talk the proper context. How can we acquire Satoshis? How can we acquire Satoshis? This is the question. Now, if you acquire Satoshis from your own efforts, hey, do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? I'm just here to sound that alarm that, you know, everything is going up but our wages. But there is something else that's going up, and that's Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is definitely proving to be a store of value, right? I don't know if you guys, if any of you used to listen to, or even still do, listen to Peter Schiff. I listen to Peter Schiff from time to time, but now I listen to him more objectively now. And I also listen to how he talks about Bitcoin. And you know what's sad? He talks about Bitcoin the way how his commentators, or Harry Dent, and Harry Dent was saying, oh, Bitcoin, I mean, gold was going to go to 700. So just like how Harry Dent was saying that, oh, gold, you know, gold's in a bubble, right? And gold's going to crash, right? Well, guess what? Harry Dent was wrong about gold. So just like how Harry Dent was wrong about gold when Harry Dent was having the debate with Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff is wrong about Bitcoin. When he has his debates against when it's versus Bitcoin, Peter Schiff is wrong, right? And he's losing the argument in real time, and is continuously, losing the argument, saying that it's a bubble, when in actual fact, that's not even the narrative anymore, and it's more than a bubble. It is being utilized in the commercial industry. It is being commercialized with via energy, because it's now a measurement of energy. It's digital energy, right? This is what we are now finding out. However, we knew this because it was already determined, or it's already known that it was more than money to begin with. It's not just money. It's seen as property. It's seen as a commodity. So if it's seen as three things, right? Whether it be money, currency, property, or commodity, well, if we're going to say that it's digital energy, energy is a commodity, i.e. oil. We use, oil. With our oil, we use oil for our daily energy, right? So, Bitcoin is a good measurement of energy, and if you're able to convert your fiat money into this energy that is Bitcoin, then what more, how more else can one protect their purchasing power than via the transfer of fiat into Satoshis? And why not? Why not? Because again, if you look at it from just the numbers, one Satoshi is not even a penny yet. It's not a penny. It's not even half a penny. One Satoshi is extremely undervalued. If you look at it from that standpoint, don't look at it as trying to get one Bitcoin. Get as many Satoshis as possible, because one Satoshi is not even half a penny. So imagine if you get Satoshis now and it actually goes to half a penny. That's how we're going to start looking at this thing. Don't look at it as a whole Bitcoin. Look at it from the standpoint of Satoshis. That's why I get so tongue-tied, wrapped up in, speed bumps in the speech, right? Because your mind starts going so fast when you look at the numbers of it. When you look at the numbers, one Satoshi and all this activity, you got all this activity surrounding Bitcoin right now, right? With the sovereign wealth funds looking at it, it's almost like vultures, right? Or put it this way, it's the killer whales. Killer whales are surrounding the blue whale, which is Bitcoin, right? And the blue whale is the largest whale in the ocean. But the killer whales are circling. The killer whales and the sharks and the vultures, everybody's circling the blue whale, right? Are you going to get your piece of the pie of the action? Now is the time to do it. If you're following this stream, you want to do it now. Don't wait 10 years and start and get involved with BitHarvest, because what you're going to do, you're going to say, oh man, I could have been getting way more Satoshis all this time. Think about all the millions of Satoshis that you're missing out on a daily basis. Because right now we are consistently racking and stacking Satoshis by the millions, right? stacking sats by the millions and daily. And imagine if you're doing it daily and for years, right? For years. We're talking 4 years, 8 years, millions. Here we go. Action. That's right. Action, baby. For years. 4 years. Right? Millions of Satoshis. You're mining on a daily. Right? And like I said, when that happens, when it does go to a million, that's when 1 Satoshi will equal 1 penny. That's what will happen. 1 Satoshi will equal 1 penny when Bitcoin goes to a million. Remember, I told you this math, right? And that, yeah, that's it. But that's just a 10x move. The 100x move is when it goes to 10 million. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 million. That will be a 100x move, right? A 100x move is 10 million. And guess what? We're still just getting started. We're still just getting started at that point, right? Look, I've heard in the next 4 years, I've heard 1 million to 10 million, and I've also heard that 10 million in the next 4 years. And that's why, so when you do your deep dive, when you do your Alice in Wonderland, you actually start to see that 1 million is extremely low and humble. And 10 million is low as well. Like that doesn't even, like it doesn't make sense. And now that we have the options market open, that's right, I said it, the options market is open for Bitcoin. And when you look at that market, that is a quadrillion-dollar market. And I said that already, right? I said that Bitcoin, right, is basically a quadrillion-dollar asset. And it's going to absorb all of the markets, really. But the biggest market is the derivatives market, which is a quadrillion-dollar market. That's in the quadrillions, right? That is in the quadrillions. So, and that market is open. And ever since that market opened, we see nothing but calls. It's not too many puts. There's not too many put options on it. It's majority call options, meaning majority of those who are speculating in that market are betting for Bitcoin to be at 180,000 before Christmas. I'm going to say that again. The derivatives market has Bitcoin at 180,000 before Christmas. So if you want to make a quick, I don't know, maybe $200 or so, hey, get in now and hold until Christmas. That's your Christmas present. Get some Bitcoin. Treat yourself. You see what I'm saying? You want to make a quick, you want to make a quick double up. Hey, and again, this is Mark Moss and his people, right? This is Mark Moss sharing the information. His, being Prometheus, bringing fire to the people, bringing the information to the people, to the masses, right? Because at the end of the day, Bitcoin is for everybody. It's for everybody on the planet. So what are you doing sitting around watching it. Then you can participate, and it's meant for you to participate. It's meant for all of us to participate. So why are we not participating in it? We should be getting involved. And why should we not when it's our time? Well, I've enjoyed this talk and documenting this journey. I also said we are in the dip, keep buying the top. Bitcoin's going up forever. If you want an easier way, set it and forget it. Check out the link in the description box. BitHarvest.io. You can check out my link. You can sign up. It's free. And we mine Satoshis daily. Right? We mine Satoshis daily. So we're all right. Yeah, we're all right. And I'm glad I found this opportunity. And we're moving forward still. So, on that note, thanks for tuning in. Stack them sats and relax. Catch you on the flip side. Bless up.